A dozen LAPD investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk. Police spent hours at the home on Dehaney Place, placing several evidence bags into an SUV, but they wouldn't say if or how it was connected to the Tesla. Several homeowners say they remember seeing that distinct Tesla for a while.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for a long time.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month, and workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed a foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car. We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year. At a corner store in town, the owner recalled her coming in often.
She always quiet, nice. She come in like if she buy like a chips, soda, and leave. Sometimes she come with a friend from the neighborhood.
Eyewitness News has learned Rivas had run away from home a few times. She was last reported missing in spring of 2024. Those who knew Rivas, who just turned 15 a week and a half ago, say she was bubbly and sweet.
She just seemed very lively and friendly, a typical teenager.
The medical examiner hasn't determined her cause of death, but part of the police investigation will be speaking to the owner of that Tesla, a musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas. David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American leg of his world tour on July 30th and has continued performing since the investigation began. Tonight's show, though, in Seattle was canceled. The medical examiner also trying to determine how long Rivas had been dead, but based on the condition of the body, it might have been a while. Tim Caputo, ABC 7 News.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Breaking news, they have now revealed up-close photos of David's Tesla prior to it being impounded. They've also released the vehicle report as well as the impound report, which I will go over both. Here's an up-close image of David's Tesla, and you can see it is clearly covered in pollen and other particles, which now sources close to the investigation believe it may have been there for over a month. Here is a look at a portion of the vehicle report. This is the bottom half of the report, which I will read to you. It states that the first response was 8/27/2025 at 2:26 p.m. where the vehicle was marked. Then the second response came on 9/3/2025 at 2:51 p.m. On this day, a citation was issued on the vehicle. The third response was on 9/5/2025 at 10:20 a.m. Is the day that the car was impounded, and the official time for that was 11:25 a.m. As you can see, the Tesla is also very dented, and at this time, it is believed that Celeste was in the trunk of the vehicle. And here's an up-close image showing how dirty the car was, and here's a very zoomed-in version of that. And to reiterate, they do not have any suspect or person of interest in this case.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, so David is cooked. In the new video that people are asking, is it Celeste? Look at what's on her feet. Them Hello Kitty Crocs. The same exact Crocs. Stay with me now. She went missing March with Hello Kitty sandals. Video was taken June 27, 2024, around the time she went missing. The nose matches, the face matches. So regardless of the new Celeste that is popping up on videos that he was hanging out with in 2025, the 13-year-old that went missing was around 2024, or at least around his people, allegedly. No disrespect, but Netflix is about to have the biggest field day we ever seen, bro. Because when all of this comes to end, it's either gonna be one or two things: the biggest conspiracy we've ever seen in our entire lives, or the most psychotic cover-up a motherfucker ever seen in their entire life.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
I think most of you all know I've known David for about 3.5 years. And the internet knows a 15-year-old girl was found disconfigured in the front of his car. Can't even say 15 because she was 14 when she passed. For those who don't know, David used to be a professional Fortnite player in the team that I was leading, Limit. Back then, I used to make music on my computer. He didn't have a good computer, so I told him about BandLab, and he started making music, and it completely popped off. And David, even before and after fame, he's always been a really, really nice person, like a little bit too nice, like comically nice. And for those who've been following me for a while, you know I used to have this ongoing joke over and over and over again about me dissing on David and us having like fake beef. Literally a year ago today, I posted, "The enemy, know the enemy is David." And I would always make comments just hating on him because I thought it was funny to portray, you know, I'm jealous of him. It should have been me. And flash forward to today. This is absolutely disgusting. He has known this girl since she was either 11 or 12. That's disgusting. And he kidnapped her for a year and a half, and then she's found dead. And made a mockery of it by mentioning her name in songs, saying, "Oh Celeste, oh Celeste." He uploaded the romantic homicide music video on her 12th birthday. In the music video, he kills a girl that looks just like her. And in his other music videos, using another girl that looks just like her. A 12-year-old. And he was paying off middle schoolers to not say anything.
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do. And I killed her in the back of my mind. It's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you. So it's all in the mind because that's the most secure place you can be is in your mind. So if you can expel that thought from your mind, then everything else will just come together.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
We have new evidence that makes singer David look extremely guilty and evidence he may have gotten Celeste pregnant. Plus, we now know what police found when they searched his house yesterday. Here's everything you need to know. If you don't know, a dismembered body was found inside the trunk of a Tesla that was registered under singer David's name that was found abandoned just a few blocks away from his house. And tragically, the body was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was allegedly David's girlfriend. But he was 20, she was 15. David hasn't been arrested yet because innocent until proven guilty, but he's looking so guilty, especially because of this new evidence where fans have unearthed a clip of David talking about his alter ego Atami, who is the evil version of him that comes out at random times and commits murders.
There was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as a detective. I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself.
And this alter ego of his even stars in a music video where you can see him and his friends putting a body in a trunk. Fans also noticed he was obsessed with Celeste. He would release songs or music videos on every single one of her birthdays every single year. Even a music video for his song called Romantic Homicide, where he kept hiring girls that look like Celeste to be in the music video. And the lyrics to that song say, "I killed you in my mind and I didn't even feel bad."
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
Fans have also unearthed new evidence of a unreleased song that was supposed to come out in March 2025, where it sounds like he's downright confessing to a homicide.
Nobody ever caught me, I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
As I said, David isn't arrested, but he's working with the cops closely who have him as the prime suspect, so he can't finish the rest of his tour. But at that tour that was canceled, he would bring a casket and make it funeral themed every single time. After Celeste went missing 1.5 years ago, like on that missing poster said, she would pop up in behind the scenes videos at David's concerts. You can see her there, but she would keep her hood up and be discreet. She would pop up in David's live stream, and if someone asked her age, he would respond, "Are you a Fed? Like, are you gonna call the cops on them?" Because allegedly David would just always want to keep her real age hidden. And a leaked video of a live stream where Celeste talks about how they were. Since David didn't want that information out, he muted it and then told all the people who were watching to delete what they just saw.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Delete everything. Everything goes.
After a while, she had to delete her username because people were figuring out her age, so she was just known as @deleteduser. And David said, "Me and @deleteduser have a kid on the way." That same deleted user would post photos of her with a ring on her finger and a David tattoo, and he would just have the creepiest repost about her, saying things like, "Me if I see her talk with other dudes," and then another one that said, "Me watching her scream after I poured boiling water on her," if she basically talks to any other guy. ABC News posted what they found in David's house when they searched it, and you can see them leaving with his computer. They were allegedly checking for any signs of. They were even checking his drains to see if he tried to get rid of anything, and they ended up leaving his house with about 2 bags full of evidence.
You be alright, nigga. Tough, right?
Okay. Rihanna had that tattoo too. Rihanna had that tattoo. There are pictures confirming that was his girlfriend. There are literal messages where she herself says that they slept together. There are pictures of him paying these kids off. There is a leaked song named Celeste where he name drops Celeste twice and says that he loves her.
I'm Celeste, the girl with my name. name tattooed on a chest. I'm obsessed. Celeste, I love you so much.
There are videos of her caressing his face! That nigga likes kids! That nigga likes kids!
Hey, dummy! Are you retarded or just plain stupid? Look, I'm Forrest Gump.
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like we got David that supposedly deleted Celeste, Well, I gotta say allegedly and supposedly to all this stuff because the cops haven't actually made an arrest. They did go search his house and they are conducting their investigation as we speak, of his Tesla and, his house computer gear and stuff like that. We we just put the newscast in there, so you pretty much know that. What I'm touching on is you can't make hastily and crazy decisions like this when you're placed in an uncertain predicament, right? If you're doing things that you won't have no business doing, you shouldn't just keep on paying people off and getting blackmail for money. It's not going to work in your favor. You're going to end up having to do something drastic to get from under the thumb of whatever is coming for you, right? So you're not going to be able to blackmail your way out the situation. You're going to have to, you know, face the problem head on, right? So this young man decided to, or supposedly decided to, you know, um, end a young woman's life that he was dealing with. Now he knows that he wasn't supposed to be dealing with her because she was underage, and he wasn't supposed to supposedly be paying off his the family members and you know giving getting her pregnant and stuff like this. I mean, this is all alleged because the autopsy isn't even all the way completed. It was the badly decomposed body, so it seems like whoever was in there for a while, and you know, I mean, it's all looking like it's all it's Celeste and stuff like this, but he said a lot to expose himself in a lot of his videos, so as much as we want to say, he might be innocent, he kind of already outed himself with his music, and a lot of artists do that because they're actually expressing their feelings and expressing their pain through the music. So when they're saying what's going on in their life, it's hard to pull from different things that they're not going through. That's why a lot of the rappers, after they get the money and the fame, it turn into bubblegum rap or lollipop rap, however you want to say it, because they are not going through the struggle anymore, so they can't relate to people that's trying to work a 9 to 5 and get it out the mud like that. You know what I'm saying? So back to David making the wrong decision over his inability to control his sexual needs, right? You need to be able to control your sexual needs as a man, as a young man, especially, because these young girls are impressionable and they're not sure on what they really want to do, and you're not sure on what you really want to do. So, as you approach that situation, it could go either way, good or bad. And as a 17-year-old, 16-year-old young man, you shouldn't be really messing with anybody that can, cost you your future, if you're not open to, what y'all doing, or you should be able to talk through whatever y'all trying to do, what I'm saying? I don't recommend any of this, and you shouldn't even be doing anything till you're 18. But I'm saying these kids are making grown up decisions, and as he's paying off her family to keep quiet, the mother and the cousins and even the classmates said they were getting a stipend, for not addressing the situation as much as they could, you know um, the price of fame, right? Like people end up wanting to be famous and wanting to be in that limelight, and then you know you can't want to be with the rich person, and then like it just you gotta watch who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? He was already trying to manipulate you into a situation. So women definitely need to watch out on who they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And young men definitely need to be trying to control their sexual urges a little bit more. And if this story tells us anything, that anybody could fall victim to love, right? This this fairy tale romance tragic ending of love. And Romeo and Juliet was this love story, and this is damn near a played out Romeo and Juliet. It is what it is, man. Silence acceptance, we ain't having it. Like, comment, subscribe.